What is going on, guys? Thanks for joining my channel, Robinhood. This is Bob. Today's video, guys, I'm going to go over week 6 of my big portfolio. So let's get started. As you can see, guys, I am back in the green. I'm at $53,390.60. If you look here, just today, I am up $4,535. After hours, I'm up $140. I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm telling you, every week of trading so far, it has been pretty crazy. I've literally started in the red every week, and somehow towards the end of the week, I was able to bring home some type of profit, except for last week. So let's just look at this week right now. So as you can see, when I started out the day, I was already in the negative. So last Friday, I started just about $50,000. So first day, I was down around $2,500. And then the second day, I was down around $5,000. I thought this bump here would start to keep on continuing, but obviously the next day it fell even more. I was down around $8,000. And in between this time, I was selling covered calls on the stocks that I had at like a $14.50 strike price. I'll go over that with you guys in a sec. Then the next day, I did have a decent bump, and it did hold up, even though it wasn't the biggest, but it was going into the right direction. And obviously today, as you can see, was the biggest day and the biggest bump. Even though I am more than happy being up a little bit over $2,000 from last week, I literally made every option mistake that you could make with this. I could have technically been up in a perfect world. I could have been up $15,000 plus easily. But I wasn't patient, and I wasn't waiting for confirmation on certain movements. So we'll go all the way back for my biggest one that I could have gained. So when the stock dropped down to $14, I bought calls. I had 34 contracts at an average cost of $35. And I was really nervous because it was bouncing back and forth, up and down, all around. And even before that, I bought covered calls for the same strike price at $84. So my average cost was about $52 per contract. So if we go to that buy call now at a 13 strike, well, we can't now, but if I went to it, it was as high as 400 something dollars. So I had 52 contracts, and at $400, I could have made so much money. So on the other end of that, I was selling covered calls as well at a $14.50 strike price. I ended up buying it back and then selling it at buying it back at a loss, selling it at a $15.50 contract, buying that back at a loss as well, selling it at a $16.50 contract. And of course, the stock kept on going up and up and up. I should have just waited because this was the day, and I thought it would level off a little bit, which it did. But I sold another contract at $18, and obviously that didn't get executed. So I did buy it back just for a profit, $3 and $2. And then lastly, I sold a covered call for next week at a $20 strike price. So this is a little bit over $3. I have 3,500 shares. So that'll give me a little bit over $10,000. If it does that, plus I'll get $3,500 on the contract as well. So it could be about a $13,000 or $14,000 swing if it does go above 20 and I let this thing sell out. So I actually did the math wrong on there. I could have made, in a perfect world, probably at least $20,000 this week. So happy that I am up. But just on the mistakes that I did, not being patient on the stock, I definitely could have made a lot more money. So hopefully next week is different. I do expect the stock itself to go up. I am planning to take profit. I am actually currently down here $597 as well for this contract that I did. I literally did this contract 1 minute before the market closed. You can see they were paying premiums at $98, and then when I got to the 103, I took the option here, and then it skyrocketed up to about 121, and I believe the last call was at 129. So I was very patient with this one, I feel, but just of it shooting up so much in that short period of time, the decay or the premium already went up so much more. So my strategy for this, if I can get 25% of this back, then I would probably buy this one out. And if UVXY went to about $20, I probably would sell out of it as well. Like I said, that's going to be about a $13,000 increase here. So the contract paid me about 3,600 bucks. So if I can get around, we'll say almost $1,000, then I'll be more than happy to sell that out or buy it back, and then just see where the stock itself goes and be patient with it. So just in case it does skyrocket past $20, I won't be obligated to hold on to it or buy this contract out as a loss. Just to show you a quick spreadsheet, just to try to make it a little easier. I haven't really been doing my options, writing them out, just because I've done probably 10 options so quickly in and out that is really hard to keep track of. So I plan on simplifying it a little more. I don't plan on doing more than 2 contracts with this one for next week, just in case, but hopefully I can just keep this one and sell out of the stock, and then go with my original plan on selling puts on other stocks as well. So you see here, I was actually up $3,220. I just subtracted this, even though this expires next week. So overall, I made minus this $2,623 last week. Overall, year to date, I'm up $2,395 here. So far, I'm pretty happy with my portfolio. A little upset because I usually am pretty calm with it, but I think I was just trying to take quick profits and not thinking it out fully. Like, it was a little rash on certain ones where I was buying and selling, because I took thousands of dollars of loss buying back the contracts, and just doing the math on the 1650 strike price, I could have just held out on that one and either sold it at the 1650 and made an extra $2,000 or $3,000 on that, or I could have bought it back and still made around $2,000 on that one. But you can see here how my stock has been going almost every week. It just tanks, recovers, then tanks, and then recovers. So far I was down. This won't show it here because it won't show the specific day, but around this time I was actually down about $10,000 at one point. And that was like the second week of trading, and that was my Tesla play. So far I am happy where I'm at, because obviously I could be in a lot worse situation. But next week I plan on having probably my biggest gains. I'm trying to get minimum $5,000 for next week, depending on how it plays out. But like I said, we never know how the market's going to go, but I am thinking I'm going in the right direction with this move for next week. So that's all for today, guys. I will give you an update on my smaller portfolio as well. I am not going to do my 2 option play for this week, just because this is the option that I'm stuck with, and for the most part I don't recommend selling any puts at this moment, because next week is going to be, I think, a catalyst on which direction the market is going to move. So that's all for today, guys. Definitely hit the like, comment below, let me know what you think, let me know how your week is going, or how you're doing year to date. Thank you guys all for watching. You guys have a wonderful day.